A warm welcome, dear students. Today we are discussing chemical coordination in plants, part 2. Tropic movements in plants. We can go through some examples of tropic movements in plants. First one, the shoot must grow towards the light source. That is one of the example of tropic movement. Another example, the root must grow towards the ground. If you observe the roots, you can see roots always grow towards the ground. Then that is a type of tropic movement. Shoot must grow towards the light source. That is above the ground. Always shoot must grow towards the light source. That is also a type of tropic movement. Then in the first case, light is the stimulus. In the second case, root must grow towards the ground, which is the stimulus. In the second example, that is gravity is the stimulus. Tropism. What is tropism? The direction of the response is related to the direction from which the stimulus comes. You can understand this topic if you observe this picture. Yes, you can see here shoot is growing towards the light. Light is the stimulus. Which is the stimulus here? Light is the stimulus. Then which is the response? Shoot is growing towards the light. The growing of shoot towards the light, that is the response. Then how to define tropism? The direction of the response is related to the direction from which the stimulus comes. We already discussed some examples of tropic movements. They are shoot is growing towards the light, root is growing towards the ground. These are some tropic movements in plants. Then how to define these tropic movements? Growth movements occurring in response to unidirectional external stimuli in a plant part are called tropic movements. What are the external stimuli? Can you say some examples of external stimuli? Light, gravity, water. These are some examples of external stimuli. Then growth movements occurring in response to unidirectional external stimuli in a plant part are called tropic movements. There are different types of tropic movements we can see in plants. They are phototropism, heliotropism, hydrotropism, geotropism or gravitotropism. These are some examples of tropic movements in plants. Here we are discussing phototropism. These all names based on the stimulus. Then here in the name itself we can find out which is the stimulus, right? Yes, phototropism. Photo means light. Then phototropism means movements towards the light. Plant movements towards the light. Then which part of the plant moving towards the light? Shoot region, right? Yes, then we can say shoots are called positively phototropic because shoots are bending towards the light. Then which part of the plant will be negatively phototropic? Negatively phototropic means yes, the plant part growing away from the light. That is root, right? Then the roots are called negatively phototropic. Here auxins play an important role in phototropism. How it will help for phototropism? Auxins help in the bending of a shoot towards the source of light by getting accumulated in the regions of the shoot which is not facing the light. Then auxins are accumulated in the regions of the shoot which is not facing the light. Or here you can see, yes, auxins are accumulated which is not facing the sun, right? Yes, then that region will elongate, the cell will elongate in that region, then bending of shoot will occur. In this way, auxins play an important role in phototropism. It will help to bend the shoot towards the light or towards the sun. Here you can see that. The next type of tropic movement, that is geotropism. What is another name of geotropism? Gravitropism. What is geotropism or gravitropism? Growing towards Earth's gravity. Plant parts growing towards Earth's gravity. It is called gravitropism. The shoots are growing away from Earth's gravity. That is called negatively geotropic. Shoots are negatively geotropic. Then which is positively geotropic? Roots. Roots are called positively geotropic. Roots are growing towards Earth's gravity. That's why roots are positively geotropic. Geotropism can be demonstrated in the laboratory with the help of an instrument called clinostat. Then name the instrument which help to show geotropism or help to demonstrate geotropism in laboratory. That is clinostat. What is the purpose of this clinostat? You can see here is we have to take two clinostat. What is the purpose of this clinostat? It can allow a potted plant to rotate at a slow speed. Here we are taking two such instruments, then which are fixed with potted plants horizontally. Here you can see that is potted plant we have to fix in this clinostat. One is rotated and the other is not. Here the first clinostat is not rotated. The second clinostat is rotated. Then after few days, what you can observe? You will see that the shoot of stationary clinostat shows negative geotropism. Which is the stationary clinostat? First one, right? Then shoots shows negative geotropism and root show positive geotropism. The other potted plant does not show any bending because that is moving clinostat, right? Yes. Then why is it so? This is due to the fact that all parts are equally exposed. All plant parts are equally exposed to the gravitational force during rotation. That's why the second potted plant does not show any bending. The next type of tropic movement, that is hydrotropism. What is hydrotropism? The movement of plant parts in response to water and moisture is called hydrotropism. Which is the stimulus here? Hydro means water. Then water is the stimulus. When the plant parts grow towards the moisture is called positively hydrotropic. Roots are positively hydrotropic. When the plant parts grow away from the source of moisture, it is said to be negatively hydrotropic. Shoots are negatively hydrotropic. Here I will explain one activity. Take a piece of wire netting or gauze. Here you can see that. Suspend it by means of wires. Moist sawdust is placed on the wire netting and some germinating seeds. Here you can see that some germinating bean seeds are embedded in the sawdust. What do you observe after a few days? Yes, as the seeds germinate, the radicals initially grow downwards. You can see that, yes, through the wire netting under the influence of gravity. But soon they start growing upwards. Here you can see two types of tropic movements here, right? Radicals showing gravitotropism or geotropism. But yes, after few days, what you can observe? They start growing upwards towards the moist sawdust. Here you can see that is that radicals curved towards the sawdust, moist sawdust, because sawdust is moist. Moist content is there in sawdust, right? Yes, which is the only source of water. Then we can say yes, radical moving towards the moisture or water content. Then this radical is showing hydrotropic movement. Right. In doing so, they grow against the force of gravity. The shoots grow upwards all the time. We know that shoots are negatively hydrotropic. Then here in radical, two types of tropic movement you can see, gravitotropism and hydrotropism. But which one is more active? Or is hydrotropic movement is more stronger than gravitotropism, because after a few days this radical is curved towards the source of water. Then this experiment shows that the roots grow towards water and shoots grow away from water. For the roots, water is a more effective stimulus than gravity, that we can say, because gravity is also influencing in this radical, but which is stronger, which stimulus is stronger here? Is water is more effective than gravity. That's why radical moving towards moisture content, or it curved towards the moisture. Chemotropism. What is chemotropism? The growth movements of plant parts in response to touch. In response to touch stimulus is called chemotropism. Plants such as sweet peas, cuscuta and vines have tendrils. Here you can see in this picture, you can observe that tendrils which coil around other plants in response to touch. Stimulus is perceived by tendril tips. Yes, if you observe your surroundings, you can easily find out these tendrils. Usually in climbing plants, we can observe this. Then this stimulus perceived by tendril tips and then it transmitted to the basal parts. In this way, the entire tendrils become sensitive to stimulus. After receiving the stimulus, tendril starts twining around the support. Then we can observe, yes, here weak stemmed pea plant or any climbing plant, climbers, yes, growing in a field, the thread-like tendrils twine around the support available in the field to the pea plant or any climbing plant. The tendrils provide a well-known example of chemotropism. The next type of tropic movement, that is chemotropism. What is chemotropism? growth of plant organs in response to chemicals. Here, which is the stimulus? Chemicals. Chemicals are the stimuli. The movement of pollen tube of angiosperms and gymnosperms towards sugars and peptones secreted by neck canal cells of the female gametophyte. This is a very good example of chemotropism. Here you can see that pollen grain germinate to produce pollen tube that will reaches the ovule or female gametophyte. This pollen tube reaches the female gametophyte with the presence of sugars and peptones secreted by neck canal cells of the female gametophyte. Then, due to that chemicals, pollen tube reaches the ovule or female gametophyte and fertilization occur here. Another example, the movement of fungi growing towards the areas rich in food. Then this is another example of chemotropism. The next one, the movement of tentacles in Drosera towards the source of nutrition. These are some examples of chemotropism. What is chemotropism? Growth of plant organs in response to chemicals. The next type of tropic movement, that is heliotropism. What is heliotropism? That you can observe in Compositae family or sunflower family. Sunflowers exhibit heliotropism, a fascinating phenomenon of young flower heads following the sun across the sky as it moves from east to west direction. Here you have to know that is auxins are sensitive to sunlight. Let's say that will accumulate in the shaded regions of the stem. Then auxins are eventually stimulate the growth of the cells in the shaded regions of the stem so that sunflower bending towards the sun. Revision. Name the given tropic movements. This is the first picture. You have to observe the picture and find out the tropic movement. Which type of tropic movement is this? Yes, chemotropism. Yes, second one. Observe the picture. Then find out the tropic movement. Second one is, this one is chemotropism. Tendrils are there. Then easily we can find out the tropic movement, that is chemotropism. Yes, in this picture, which type of tropic movement you can see? Heliotropism, because this is coming under sunflower family. It's a heliotropism you can write. Then one more tropic movement you can observe here, that is phototropism. Is movement of plant parts towards the light, right? That's why phototropism also you can write here. Observe the picture and find out the tropic movement. Here, which type of tropic movement? It is geotropism or gravitropism. The next picture, can you find out the type of tropic movement here? Yes. Here you can observe roots are growing towards water. Then which type of tropic movement is this? This is hydrotropism. Here, observe the picture and find out the tropic movement. Here is plant parts moving towards the light. Then this is phototropism. Thank you, children. Have a good day. If you like my channel, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.